Don't forget, 2 Corinthians 4:18 says that we do not look on what is seen, but on what is unseen. If all you and I are going to do is appeal to the facts of our situation, and we never get around to God's truth, facts aren't going to address the facts. We need more of God's truth to address the facts, the situations, the circumstances in our lives. He's sovereign. Position, surrender ourselves within that. And let God reinterpret our lives, our struggles, our losses, our heartbreaks, our disappointments, our setbacks within that. The last almost 2 years, the reality of God's sovereignty has never been more real to me and my husband than when he and I lost our little one. When I miscarried her, things were spiraling in different ways between us, but the peak, the tipping point was when we lost her. And I tell you, nothing hits you and brings you, I believe, face to face with struggling with God's sovereignty, situating yourself within that. It's nothing like loss or death to do that. Situating myself within the fact, okay, Lord, and truly allowing that reality. You allowed this. You allowed this. Heaven rules. You know the thoughts that you have toward me, thoughts of peace and not evil, thoughts to bring about my expected end. Jesus said in John 16 verse 33, in this world you are going to have troubles, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. That doesn't mean that we're to be happy about our losses, about our disappointments, about death. No. But what that means is that Jesus already overcame those things for us and still stayed within the perfect will of his Father. And so because Jesus overcame those things, when you and I accept him as Savior, as Lord and Savior of our lives, we then become overcomers legally. And when we situate ourselves in that reality in the here and now, we become overcomers experientially in the here and the now. But see, yielding, letting God reinterpret your life that way is never going to come if you and I continue to want to just focus on the facts rather than God's truth, shifting our attention to his truth. John 3:30 says that he must increase, but I must decrease. In other words, as we shift our focus constantly, situate our lives constantly within God's sovereignty, the truth, that's truth. We surrender to him and let him show up. Let him reinterpret our lives, our losses, our hurt, our grief for his glory, for our good, and for the benefit of others.